It's just
Real nice.
real nice.
This episode of Urbex brings us to Bloomington, Indiana to the College Mall. Let's go check it out. This is a really nice mall, but that's because it's Bloomington, Indiana's only mall. It's definitely not dead, but it is a Simon Mall, and you can tell that by the stark white aesthetics that the mall has. I often refer to Simon malls as hospital malls just because of the way that they look. Most of its original aesthetics are gone and you can't see them, but some of them do remain in some of the anchor storefronts and some of the skylights in the ceiling. My trip to this mall was pretty crazy. If you want to know why it was so crazy, then you'll definitely want to watch the entire video to find out. This was one of the first malls to be enclosed. Now, I couldn't find any information to specify whether they were meaning the first enclosed malls in the entire United States or in Indiana. The mall opened in 1965 and was developed by Melvin Simon and Associates. It opened with just 250,000 square feet of retail space. This is one of the oldest malls in Indiana. The original anchors to open with the mall were H.P. Wasson and Company and Sears. By the following year, a total of 33 shops would be opened. I really enjoyed seeing the center court here with the Target in the background. That bullseye's pretty cool. I do remember growing up in Detroit, we had some malls that had Targets attached to them, but most of those malls are gone or the Targets have closed down. Places like Northland and Eastland. And of course, a mall wouldn't be complete without an arcade. And for being a small independent arcade, they actually had some decent games in here. It was kind of fun checking them out. And they had some, a good mix of old and new games, as well as some air hockey. The mall was doing really well, and from 1969 to 1970, they would have an addition added of 63,000 square feet of retail space. Wasson's would also double its store size at this time. Some notable new tenants that were added during the expansion was the 2 screens College Mall Cinema, the MCL Cafeteria, and LS Airs. Alright everyone, I just wanted to kind of pop on here, and it is July 11th. It's on a Saturday, and it's quite busy here today. But then again, it is their only mall for about roughly an hour's drive, so that might be why, but this is a nice place. If you're not a member of the Tilted Tripod Media Squad, then what are you waiting for? Head on over to patreon.com/tiltedtripodmedia. Link is on the screen and in the description box below. We've just launched a brand new product line just in time for the holidays, including mugs, t-shirts, hoodies, stickers, and much more. So, what are you waiting for? Check it out today and become a member, and also gain exclusive access to early content and special member-only content. Because the future of video is right here, right now, at Tilted Tripod Media. Even though this mall has been Simonized, I think they did a great job of still making the mall look nice. For example, like these purple plants that they have here. I mean, I know they're fake, but they're still kind of nice looking, and they add some color to an otherwise dull and boring mall. I did really enjoy this display here with all the LED lights inside. I don't think I've ever seen a Sally Beauty inside of a mall. But this brings us to the food court. And there really wasn't anything special about this food court, although it was really refreshing to see a food court that was full of life and not completely dead. I also liked that they had this little pizza restaurant that was kind of attached to the food court. That was really nice to see, and maybe one day I'll go back and check it out. This is also a store that you don't see typically inside of a mall, and especially with Sally Beauty coming in. But this brings us to the part where I explain why the video is so crazy and why my trip to this mall was so weird. You see, we had a few storms roll through the area that day, and a few tornadoes spawned up, and I was inside the mall, actually trapped inside the mall, having to wait out these storms. They were pretty intense. I mean, they were strong enough to literally break the sliding doors off the hinges. You can see them right here, how they're, not even on the track. And it was just really windy and pouring down rain, and there was flooding. Just, take a listen to this storm and enjoy. I don't know if they've had rain here recently, but I know back home in Cincinnati, where I live, we haven't had a whole lot of rain. Alright everyone, it's storming so bad outside that we have door malfunctions. No one's even standing in front of them and they keep opening, and then it's like a tornado inside. Alright everyone, well, it's not getting any better, so here goes nothing. Ah! Whoa! 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 Oh shit! Ah! Up and ah! Holy crap! Bye-bye, everyone. Thank you for joining me on this episode of The Soaking Man. Oh my gosh, you guys, look, it's the new Target Falls. Whoa, look at this! What? Oh my gosh, this is nuts! Holy crap, I've never seen this in my life!
Watch it. Look at the tunnel.
Well, I made it to the car, but I'm definitely not dry because I had to go through the Bloomington, Indiana tsunami. OMG.
Drip, drip.
That is absolutely horrifying. Okay, bye-bye. Well, after that, let's get back into the history of the mall. In 1996, the Simon DeBartolo Group would renovate the mall for $4.2 million. This would totally, completely Simonize the mall, and this is what you're looking at today. 2001 would see the JCPenney two-level store close operations and be demolished to make way for a new single-level 125,000 square foot Target anchor, and that would open in March of 2004. Moving the Target from an outlying space on the mall's property, now the Target would be connected to the mall. Many stores would come and go, but the most notable was in 2003 when the Lazarus store was closed. The site was left vacant for nearly 2 years before it was razed, and a TGI Fridays was built at the location in November of 2005. The TGI Fridays wasn't connected to the mall. It would last until November of 2015, when it would be announced that it was going to be replaced by a Red Robin. The food services that the mall had to offer would be radically changed in 2007, when the construction of a new 12,000 square foot centralized food court would be included, and a large common seating area. In 2014, Simon Property Group would announce that Whole Foods was going to be joining the mall in 2016. In order to make room for the new development, the Sears that now lied vacant would be demolished. This was kind of a shock to the local Sears, as the store had been operating there for 51 years, and in 2016, Sears would announce the closing of their store with a liquidation sale that started on March 25th and a final closing date by June. Whole Foods wouldn't be the only retailer to replace the previous Sears building. Simon Property announced that Panera Bread and other businesses would occupy the yet-to-be-built outlots. What you're looking at now are those outlots that were built in place of the Sears. But the new Whole Foods store fell through and was never built. Instead, in its place, in 2017, they would construct a Fresh Time Market. Well, our time here at the College Mall has come to an end. If you liked this weird look at this mall, then give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, smash that bell icon, and I'll see you in another episode of Urbex.